Hey guys, so we're gonna try this whole pouring thing again. I know you can't see great. I gotta get a better setup if I'm gonna try and show anybody what I'm doing, but we're gonna see what we can do. After we played a little this weekend and kind of got an idea of what works, what doesn't work, how things flow, I got an idea and I'm gonna try it. I hope it does what I think it should, but I could be completely off base here. So I'm just gonna pour the rest of this white that I have on my edges so that hopefully we can get everything to stretch. If we have enough on all our corners. All right. Enough. Oh god, I had more white kind of splattered that I didn't really want, but that's okay. All right, so we've got this going on the corners. That's going to help pull our paint off the edges when it starts to get kind of stretched out. So I'm going to do 2 cups here. I've got 2 different combinations. This one I want at the top, and I'm probably going to just like pour it out starting here and lift it to the edge. This one, I think I'm just gonna pour and just start moving it. So I think I should probably pour this one first. So here we go. Oh gosh, I hope all my colors didn't just like blend together, but there should be more white in there than I'm seeing, but that's all right. All right, you're gonna have to start moving. So, oh God, wish me luck on this one because I'm going for a certain look. And if I don't pour this right, I'm not gonna get it. So, oh, I'm not gonna get it. All right, well, whatever. We're gonna get what we get, I guess. But that's all right. It's probably not gonna be the vision that I had in my mind, but that's okay. And I'm sorry, this is a big canvas, so you're probably not gonna see all of my movement. Oh yeah, see, I had a lot more paint on this bottom, or at least it's a lot thinner than what I had going up here, but that's all right. We're gonna make it work. So, let's start moving some of this. And I gotta say, if you're trying this out, like I said, I'm not a professional artist, or I don't even think there is such a thing. But really, just go ahead and let yourself kind of play with this when you do it. Don't be afraid to kind of play with it, because I think that's where you get results that you don't love. I think when you kind of just let it go, your finished product turns out a lot neater than what you anticipated, because you just kind of let it happen. So I'm trying to blend in some of this white. I don't want so much white. I mean, I want some, but also trying not to dump it all over my dining room floor. Okay. So I'm kind of getting some of the effect down here that I was going for. I was hoping for like an oceany, watery kind of feel down here. I don't know if you can see that we are kind of getting that effect. The top, I was really hoping for more of like a sunsetty kind of feel, and I may be able to still get some of that if I use some of my yellow orange paint that I still have left, but I think I might want to still stretch it a little more before I do that. I don't want to lose too much of what I have going on here, but I'm trying to keep it the color combos I have here, the 2 different colors. I'm trying to kind of keep it still like a even mix, or like a half and half type of thing on my canvas. This bottom one's stretching really good, The top one isn't stretching as good as the one on the bottom, but I expected that because, oh, there went paint on my floor. That's all right. It's acrylic, it'll clean up. I'm not getting as much of what I was hoping on the top, or much stretching, because I didn't use as much paint, because I didn't really layer. I just did one layer of color because I wanted to keep that kind of sunset look, but we didn't get that, but that's okay, because I think what I'm going to try to do is put some of this yellow and see if we can't make that happen by kind of stretching it through there. So that was kind of what I was going for on that top part, was more like an orange, you know, that yellow into orange, pink, red kind of effect that you get with a sunset. And I still think if I keep stretching it back this way, I might be able to make that happen. I just don't want to lose this bottom half is definitely more fluid than the top. So I don't want to, I'm gonna have to use a little more over here to make that flow off that edge. Oh gosh, I'm getting paint everywhere. See, we have this problem with a painting we did the other day where one section, the paint was just not quite thick enough to stretch it the way we needed it to or wanted it to. So it wasn't making it to the edges, but I do think still I also have enough purple that if I can get the look I'm going for in this middle section, I could still probably stretch it up to stretch out that pink yellow section, and then just fill in the top with like a purple. I still have some pink too. So I may grab those and see if we can't make something happen with that. I'm sorry, I tipped you guys all over and then you can't see anything I'm doing. I gotta wash my hands real quick because they're covered in paint. And then I'm gonna grab the pink and the purple and see if I can't add some more of that to kind of break up so we don't have so much purple like we've got going on right now. Because right now we've got, let's see, if we do this, we can kind of break some of that up. I don't want the color breaks to be quite so harsh. I want it to blend a little more, so hopefully you can still see what I'm doing here. I don't want so much purple. I want that purple to fade a little more, I think. I think I've got a little bit of blue. I may even try and bring that in to that purple and see if we can't get a little more difference in like the depth of what we've got going on here. Oh, sorry. Tipping over paint cups, guys. Bear with me. I want to put a little more of this here, not a lot. Just enough to kind of bring in a little bit of that yellow. Okay. I really want that yellow to mix in more. I don't want it to be so harsh. Sorry that I'm out of the camera, but sometimes you gotta move your canvas a specific way to make something happen, and it just ends up being what it is. So I think here what I'm gonna do, got some blue on this side that shouldn't be there, so I'm just gonna try and get to cover that up. A little bit of a change there. See, I wish that yellow would, maybe if I mix just a little bit of pink into that yellow section. break it up a little. Problem too is that once your paint starts to kind of start to settle, it doesn't quite mix and flow as much. Like I'm not getting as much movement, but we're still getting some down here. But like I said, this paint on the bottom half is definitely more fluid than the colors I mixed on the top. I did mix pouring medium into that. You know, I might blow on this a little. Like I said, I wanted more, I wanted that yellow to blend in a little. I wanted that touch of yellow where it's, you know, kind of blending to an orange, but not quite as harsh as that, so. I just don't want to blow the blue up into that section so much. Okay, wash my hands off again. Sorry guys. And I am gonna probably take, I think I'm gonna take a little bit of blue and put it down in the bottom of this pink purple section and see if I can't get, again, some of that like color change in the, between the like, the transitions into another color, like when you get it, when you see sunset. All right. Please ignore my dogs. Yeah, so see, we're getting a little of that now. Still not really the sunset type of feel I was looking for. I was hoping, might have worked better for me to pour the sorry. It might have worked better for me to pour the sorry, my dogs have me distracted. Lose my train of thought. Might have worked better to pour the top layer that I was going for that kind of look. If I would have poured that on maybe just like in straight lines with a little bit of white in there. And then kind of done it that way. Like I said, this one's definitely, these paints are just thicker. They're not moving as much as the ones on the bottom. I did use a pouring medium, so they are mixed. They're just, it's just, some paints are thicker than others. And I really feel like some colors flow more than others, to be honest. I'm just trying to mix those colors up a little. To create a little bit more dimension on the, so it doesn't look so flat, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it. It's not more, it's more flowy. It's not so broken. That's kind of what I was going for. This is not the look I was going for, but that's all right. I want to see if I can get that blue to come back down though, because I didn't really want the blue to be so much of the painting. So unfortunately, I'm just trying to stretch my paint to those corners. And it's just a little difficult with what I've got going on. Whoa. Hope I didn't freak anyone out. I made it look like I was like gonna dump my canvas over. I'm certainly not going to let it go. I'm gonna try and bring it back this way to bring that blue back down so it's not so far up into the painting. So I feel like I am getting a little more of the look I was going for in the top part, but I'm still gonna need to pour some of this on here because we're not gonna stretch all the way to the edges for sure. I got some purple there. I still think I could probably get away with a little more blue in here in this section. This is actually the one I used on the bottom, but that's okay because it's got a little white in it, so, and it's moving a little better than the other ones. So again, I'm sorry I'm out of the picture here because I'm at least trying to get it to stretch to all the corners before it starts to dry too much. And then I can worry about trying to bring the colors back to where I want them to be. That one's definitely not going to make it. So I may get my little palette knife and just try to use that to stretch this part. I don't know that I've even got enough white in here. Oh gosh, I've got paint on myself. That's great, Tara. No good paint project would be complete without actually wearing some. That's what I say. All right, so I'm gonna try and bring this back down. I really need to get those corners covered though. So I'm gonna try and grab a little thing. Sorry guys, this is getting a little crazy. I might have to edit this, chop it down so it's not as long. Or maybe you'd like to see this half mess that I'm making. I'm gonna just go ahead and use this to try and pull that paint over the edge so I don't have to keep tilting it so much. So we're just gonna swipe it over the corners. Oh, sorry, you can't even see what I'm doing. So see if I just do this to kind of pull the extra paint. I don't want it to be white, but I also don't want it to be like straight up hard, harsh purple. So if I can at least get it over the edges, I might be able to add a little more paint and kind of move it still a little bit. I think I'm gonna go back with my pink here. I don't want to do too much because I don't want it to look too like I really added it in there, but I feel like we've really got a lot of purple going here right now, which is fine. It's just the image I was going for would have been kind of a more faded purple look, so we're gonna go with it and see if we can't maybe move this around a little. So we're getting some purple, orange, yellow. Now this purple's kind of stretching back into the pink. Okay, I don't really feel like I'm having the sunflower, good grief. It's Monday and it's been a long Monday. I don't feel like I'm getting kind of that sunset look I was hoping for, but I'm gonna try and just forget about that image that I had in my head and try and at least get it to look how I would like it to look with the colors I do have going here. I really would like to bring this blue section back down some, so we'll see. It may be too late now. Like I said, once your paint kind of starts to set, starts to get a little tacky, it gets a whole lot harder to really get things to move. I do like the, I don't know if you guys can see, I'm holding it too, or moving it too much, but, or if it's even showing up on the camera. I do kind of like what I'm getting here, this yellow, orange, pinkish, kind of like a sunset look. Not really the layered effect I was going for, but I might blow this some. Oh gosh. Maybe I want to blow it the other way so I get that blue. That's what I'll do. Okay, that looks a little better. Like I said, I don't want it to look so harsh. I want it to be more kind of, look more flowing and kind of wavy pattern, not so much like just a harsh break in colors. Like I added on that extra paint that I did. But see, if you need to do that, don't be afraid to do it like you're gonna mess up your painting. Because at first, when you lay it down, you will be like, oh no, I totally ruined what I was kind of doing there. But you can just move it around and work it, and it will come back to what you were hoping for in a lot of cases. So I'm gonna try and trying to get rid of some of that harsh blue color there too, and make it look a little less. I feel like that section was kind of overtaking this sunset piece, so it still does not look, this I feel like I got the look I was going for, like an ocean, waves, that kind of a look. This up here did not get what I was going for, but that's okay. Blending some of that together. I don't want to do it too much because then it just starts to look like a big old mess. But I think I might be satisfied with where I'm at. If I have any purple, I might. Maybe not. No, I don't think that's going to work, and I don't want to mess it up. So I think I'm going to call it done. I don't want to hold it up too much to show you where it's at. If you've done this or watched anybody do it, you know what it looks like now is going to change anyway as it sits and dries. But I think I'm pretty satisfied with the outcome. I would have liked more of a flowing transition of the colors I was looking for here, but that's okay. I don't hate it or anything. It's just ended up being a different picture than the one that I've envisioned, which is usually the case, because when you do this kind of painting, you don't really control the outcome. You know, you may have an idea of what it'll look like based on the colors that you picked, but the paint's gonna do what it's gonna do once you start moving it around. So you can't really say for sure, you know, oh gosh, this is what it's gonna look like, because you don't know. I just want some of that white. It's too white on that corner. So I just picked up some of my excess paint off of my little paint picker upper and added it to that corner to kind of make it a little less white. Since we use that to get it to go over the edge. And if you have to do that, if you have to use a brush or something to like move paint or fix something, it does work really well to just come in and kind of to just kind of blow on it. Use your hair dryer or whatever you use, if that's how you choose to do it, to kind of help it blend back to what you want it to look like. I gotta cover this because I got my fingers in it, and I don't want purple on the bottom of my painting in my blue section, so we'll just do that and run it off. Okay. So I kind of feel like my Too Much Jean is wanting to kick in here, and like I'm wanting to maybe add some more yellow. I don't know. I feel like it's too far gone now in the painting movement for me to do that. Now I'm just trying to blend out, like I said, that paint I put down here on the bottom. And now I just put more purple in it, so that's great. Good job. All right, my Too Much Jean. So we might have a little purple there, but it's okay. Oh, wait, I can probably just pick up some more of this and cover it up. I just want to cover that spot where I put my finger in it because it was actually purple paint, but I don't want it to just look like I dabbed that paint on there, so I'll let it do its thing, and then I'm going to just blow it a little. The problem is I really need to blow it from this direction, but since it's in the middle of the painting, there's no good way to do that without like sticking my face. This is very also ASMR-like, I guess. All right, so I'm cutting off my Too Much Jean, and I'm not gonna do any more to this. I'm just going to clean up my mess and let it sit and dry and wait. Let it do what it's gonna do. And now that I have dipped my shirt in my painting and everything else, just a little over here again where I was holding that. I'm gonna stop and leave it alone.